When they were rescued, the survivors couldn't speak. They could only stare. Their rescuers found human bones on the raft. Teeth marks. Carefully arranged remains. The survivors' mouths were still stained. They had crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. 147 people were placed on that raft. 15 survived 13 days. The French government tried erasing every record. But the artist who interviewed the survivors painted what they confessed. The painting scandalized Europe. Because it showed the truth about civilization. This isn't folklore. This is documented history. Naval logs. Survivor testimony. Court records. What happened on that raft revealed what lies beneath every civilized society. Subscribe now, because this story will change how you see human nature. Let's go back. Before the horror. When they still believed in order. June 1816. The Méduse sailed from France to Senegal. A flagship. 400 passengers and crew. Officers. Soldiers. Colonists. Families seeking fortune in Africa. The captain was a royalist noble, not a sailor. Political appointment. But nobody worried. The ocean was calm. July 2nd. The captain ignored his navigator. Sailed too close to the African coast. Showing off knowledge he didn't have. The ship shuddered. Stopped. Ran aground on a sandbar. Still, nobody panicked. They had lifeboats. They had supplies. They had order. They had rank. They had 6 lifeboats. Room for maybe 250 people. 400 needed saving. The captain made a decision. Officers and wealthy passengers would take the boats. Everyone else would go on a raft. A makeshift raft. Built from ship masts and rope. 40 feet by 23 feet. The promise was simple. The lifeboats would tow the raft to shore. 40 miles. One day, maybe 2. They loaded 147 people onto the raft. The wealthy watched from their boats. Then someone cut the tow ropes. The raft was set adrift. The boats rowed away. It was deliberate. The raft had no supplies. No water. No food. No navigation equipment. 147 people standing on wet logs. Barely space to sit. The first night, waves came. People on the edges were swept away. Screaming into darkness. Disappearing. 20 gone by dawn. Nobody could help them. Day 2. The sun. Unbearable. People drank seawater. Within hours, madness. Some saw land. Ran toward it. Straight into the ocean. Others attacked those who tried stopping them. Violence over nothing. Over imaginary water. Over hallucinated rescue. 30 more dead. Day 3. The soldiers still had weapons. Some decided the raft was too crowded. Pushed the wounded into the ocean. The sick. Those who couldn't fight back. Others fought them. Brutal fighting. Knives. Bayonets. Murder in the name of survival. By dawn, 50 remained. By choice, not chance. Day 5. Someone suggested it. Quietly. The bodies floating nearby. The ones who died. Just died. Not murdered. Natural deaths. Just meat. Just protein. The first person who ate was an officer. A civilized man. From a good family. Others followed. They cooked nothing. No fire. Day 7. A problem emerged. No more bodies from natural death. But the hunger remained. Discussions happened. Who was weakest? Who would die soon anyway? Who wouldn't be missed? They began helping people die. Mercy, they called it. Then they ate. Survivors became hunters. Prey became former friends. Day 9. They developed a system. The weakest were killed at dawn. Butchered. Rationed throughout the day. Organized cannibalism. Scheduled murder. 27 people left. They'd become efficient. Businesslike. They stopped using names. Just numbers. Just calories. Just survival. Day 11. 15 strongest remained. They made a choice. A final choice. 12 of them voted. The 3 weakest must go. Thrown overboard. Still alive. Still conscious. Begging. The 12 threw them over. Watched them drown. Then decided. No more killing. They would wait. Wait and see who dies naturally. Day 13. A sail appeared. The Argus. A rescue ship. The 15 survivors couldn't speak. Couldn't cry. Couldn't explain. The rescuers saw the bones. The tools. The carefully butchered remains. The survivors' faces told everything. They had become something that couldn't be unnamed. The survivors were hospitalized. 5 died within days. Their bodies simply gave up. 10 remained. They were questioned. They confessed. Everything. Then the government intervened. Ordered silence. The captain faced minimal punishment. Political connections protected him. The survivors were told to forget. To never speak of it. But one survivor spoke. To an artist. THA copyright Otari GA copyright recalled. Told him everything. GA copyright recalled interviewed multiple survivors. Separately. Their stories matched. He painted what they described. Bodies. Cannibalism. Desperation. The painting was massive. Realistic. Unflinching. He titled it The Raft of the Medusa. 1819 The Paris Salon. The painting unveiled. Crowds stood in shocked silence. Some vomited. Others wept. The French government tried banning it. Too late. The truth was public. The painting toured Europe. Everywhere, the same reaction. Horror. Recognition. That could be us. Given the same circumstances. We would do the same. The survivors never recovered. Most died young. Alcoholism. Suicide. Madness. One survivor spent decades in asylums. Another became a recluse. They couldn't rejoin society. Society couldn't accept them. They had seen the truth. They had become the truth. They were living proof of what we are. The raft of the Medusa hangs in the Louvre today. Tourists photograph it. Marvel at the technique. Miss the lesson entirely. The lesson isn't that humans can become monsters. The lesson is simpler. We already are. We just haven't been hungry enough yet. Civilization isn't what we are. It's what we pretend to be when we're comfortable.